Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Tales from Tech Support. In today's episode, New User Nightmare. I'll never forget keyboard shortcuts, saves wasting clients' time, and gets a good laugh out of. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. New User Nightmare. Hello all, it has been some time since my last post on here. Since that last post, I have left the service desk job that I had and thought my time at the help desk was over. However, much like an ex texting you at 3 in the morning, you can't help but get pulled back in. This particular day was my first real day out of training, and it should have been a fairly easy day being a Friday and all. However, the IT gods above did not seem to want to give me an easy day. Thus began a multiple call saga that spilt over into today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy my suffering. The characters in this story are me, your storyteller for the moment, and the hero of this anime. New user, my eternal rival, and the best/worst part of my day. As our story begins, I am just logging in for the day, and within a minute or so I get a call. Me. Hello, thank you for contacting the insert company name here, service desk. I'm Ian, can I have your username? New user provides username. Me, wonderful, how can I help you? New user, hi, I'm new user, and I'm trying to set up my computer, but I'm stuck. Me, no problem, what step are you stuck on? New user, on step 3. Now before we go any further, I should explain something. When a user is sent a computer, we send them a fairly in-depth list of instructions on setting up their device. These instructions are, in my opinion, very easy to follow with one or two issues that most users have. They are so easy in fact that the only thing that would make them easier is if they included pictures. With that little info dump out of the way, let's continue. Me, okay, step 3 should have you reset your password. There should be a website listed on that step as well. Do you see it? New user, there isn't any website listed. Me, sir, I can assure you there is a website listed there. New user, no website, just this, insert web address here, at the end of the step. Me, trying to stop my palm from colliding with my forehead, that's the website, sir. New user, no it's not. Me, type that into a web browser, and it will take you to the website, sir. New user, why didn't it say that? Me, internally I shouldn't have to say it, it just assumes that users would know what to do in that circumstance. New user, yeah, well I don't mess with computers none. Me, most of our new users don't, sir. From this point the call goes on, and I get his password reset, and in the instructions it says that an initial password reset can take at least 30 minutes, so the user says he'll call back in 30 minutes to continue setup. 15 minutes later, I receive another call from who else but new user. Me, hello, thank you for contacting the insert company name here, service desk. I'm Ian, can I have your username? New user provides username. Yeah, I just got off the phone 30 minutes ago, and am ready to go through the setup some more. Me, yes sir, it was me you spoke with, and based on the time it has not yet been 30 minutes, I recommend calling back in another 15 minutes. New user, alright. The call gets disconnected, and this would be another good time to provide some information. The reason I didn't continue to help is because that at least 30 minutes isn't an exaggeration. 30 minutes is the quickest that the password will synchronize for first-time users in our system. Not sure why though, but that's just how it is. Back to the story again though. 15 more minutes later. Of course the guy calls in again, and at this point I just recognize the number. Me, hello, thank you for contacting the insert company name here, service desk. Is this insert user's name? New user, yes, this is him. Me, yes, I've been the same agent you've spoken to every time you've called this morning. How can I help you this time? The user then proceeds to basically tell me his life story, culminating in a summary of his issue. A very incorrect summary, mind you, but still a summary nonetheless. I work with him for the next 45 minutes. On something that the users are expected to do by themselves, mind you. Getting a number of questions that would be answered if the guy actually read the instructions that were given to him. I finally managed to talk him into working through it himself, and he agrees, stating that he'll call back if he has any other issues. I end the call and pray to any god that will listen that I don't have to deal with him again. Later that day he does call back, and is very promptly taken care of by a coworker. I was hoping this would be the end of my interactions with him, at least until some point far down the line. Today has unfortunately rained on that parade. I'm just going to give you the cliff notes of this call, as I don't want to transpose it. He called back in because only the default password was letting him sign into his computer. The new password he created wasn't working. His new password would work when in the computer, however. This was caused by him not locking and unlocking his computer while on VPN. This was odd to me since, you guessed it, a step in the setup for the computer. When I mentioned this, he of course got defensive because, and I quote, I followed them steps on the paper. Luckily the call didn't last that long and I, hopefully, won't have to deal with this guy for a nice long while. I hope you all enjoyed my little story. I'll never forget keyboard shortcuts, saves wasting clients' time, and gets a good laugh out of. LTL, FTP. Quick note, I'm new to this and actually had mistakenly posted this here half completed like the moron I am, so in effort to not humiliate myself further, I've instead copy-pasted this from a notepad, so apologies for formatting errors, I will fix what I can. Additionally, all names are replaced. I didn't actually end up catching the caller's name anyway. I work for an IT company, as in we are the third-party IT. We look after a massive number of clients, and as such, as I am the grunt on the main IT desk, I have to answer the phone as though I'm from that client's IT. For example, I work for Tech IT, not real name OFC, but if client is Google then I am Google IT, OFC we don't have Google, just easy example. Hope this makes sense. I had a call today from one of our clients and was an amusing call, so I wanted to share this. It's not word for word as my memory is horrendous, but here's how it sorta went. $Me, client company IT, how may I help? $User, hi there, it's $User calling. Listen, I've got a bit of a weird one, not sure if you can help with this. $Me, of course, what's the issue? $User, so, looking to maybe log a call with IT. I'm not at the station right now to check, but one of my colleagues is having issues with the second monitor, just says NO display found. $Me, okay, I assume your colleague has checked all cabling and such. $User, yes, funnily enough, I used to work in IT, so I had a look into it myself, but cause I'm not physically there, she wasn't comfortable going through control panel herself. $Me, I see, that's not a problem, give me just a second to open a ticket. At this point, it's dawning on me that he's only mentioned control panel as a method. There is, as most will know, Windows plus P as a keyboard shortcut. I sat for a few seconds debating whether to mention this or not. The guy seemed pretty chill on the call with me, but I have had people in the past just all of a sudden snap for no reason, and I didn't want to sound like I was insulting his knowledge, given the fact he mentioned he was also former IT too. In the end, I decided to bring it up anyway in the off chance I could save him waiting for however long the tech team takes to get back to him, and brought it up. $Me, just a thought, while I raise this, did you by any chance try the Windows plus P command on the keyboard, cause I know that bypasses control panel and brings the menu to extend the display right there. $User. Me thinking in my head for that brief 2-second pause, oh god, this is it. $User, I can't believe I didn't think of that, all the time I spent in Dash. Oh thank god, seems like it's going to be fine. $User, IT, I completely forgot about that, of course. $Me, honestly, don't worry about it, I didn't even know it was a thing until I myself started working in IT, a lot of people tend to forget this shortcut exists. $user, nah, that's brilliant. Listen, what I'll do is call her back and ask her to do that. Saves having to raise a support ticket and wait for the tech team to get back to me. $me, of course, that is not a problem. Basically, after this, there were a few pleasantries exchanged and a thank you before the call disconnected. He did say he'd call back if there were further issues, but if he did, was after my shift ended or he got one of my other colleagues. Considering most of the clients I talked to looked down on me from their marble thrones, this guy was one of the most genuine calls I had today, and the encounter made me smile. Great end to my shift.